Hello, welcome everyone to my channel. Let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Yan Tong. I'm a PhD student, and my magic number is PPP 213239. My topic today is the acceptance of blended learning in animation education among university students in China. This presentation is divided into four parts. First, background and significance of the selected topic. Second, research methodology and ideas. Third, research results and applications. Fourth, related suggestions and summary. To give you an example, let's take a look at this. Have you ever wandered off during a lecture? Has your mind ever wandered to another place and realized that you are completely forgotten what was that said? Let me begin by giving you some background information about this research. Animation education is increasingly important in the Chinese industry. There is a huge need for professional animation talent in the employment market. However, due to improper teaching learning methods, university students who majored in animation cannot equip themselves with the required skills in animation. Therefore, to improve the overall animation education quality, there is an urgent need to apply the best teaching learning method in animation education among Chinese university students in China. Animation education among Chinese university students has to overcome various difficulties. Unlike other kinds of education, animation education requires more interaction between teachers and students. Hence, compared with online learning, blended learning is more suitable for animation education. However, the acceptance of blended learning in Chinese universities is comparatively low. From this, we can conclude that blended learning has the following advantages in animation education. First, policies support. Second, teaching resources are abundant. Third, enhancing feasibility in teaching and learning. Finally, track the learning process and make timely adjustments. Of course, blended learning also has the following disadvantages. For example, lack of social interaction, low level of acceptance of blended learning, hardware equipment support is not available, and imperfect evaluation mechanism. The table of research questions and research objects was designed according to the UTA-UT2 model. On the left is the table of design questions. On the left is the table of research questions, and on the right is the table of research objects. What is the effect of performance expectancy on behavior intention of using blended learning animation education? How does effort expectancy affect behavior intention of using blended learning in animation education? What is the effect of social influence on behavior intention of blended learning in animation education? What's the effect of facilitating conditions on behavior intention of using blended learning in animation education? What is the effect of habit on behavior intention of using blended learning in animation education? What is the effect of facilitating conditions on the user behavior on blended learning in animation education? What effect does habit have on the user behavior on blended learning in animation education? What is the effect of behavior intention of using blended learning in animation education on the user behavior of blended learning? What are the modeling effects of gender on the proposed relationship. To determine the effect of a performer's expectancy on behavioral intention of using blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of effort expectancy on behavioral intention of using blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of social influence on behavioral intention of using blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of facilitating conditions on behavioral intention of using blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of a habit on behavioral intention of using blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of facilitating conditions on the user behavior of blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of a habit on the user behavior on blended learning in animation education. To determine the effect of behavioral intention of using blended learning in animation education on the user behavior of blended learning. To determine the mothering effects of gender on the purpose relationships. Now, I'd like to move on the second part of the presentation. The current study will adapt positivist research philosophy, deductive research approach, survey research strategy, and the choice of monomethod. The quantitative research approach will be used in the current study. This cross-sectional time horizon will be used. Furthermore, the self-administrated questionnaire will be used to get permit data for the present study. First, determine the study setting and scope. Then, perform population and sampling. Then, experimentation is conducted. Finally, a plate study is taken. The data collection process looks like this. 700 of bilingual questionnaires will be printed. The research will be the representative from each city. Questionnaire will be distributed to respondents. Questionnaires will be distributed to respondents. The representative will return the complete data to the research. The research will enter the data in Sparse. Moving on the next topic, we must conduct research results and applications. Implementation process of the study. Results of data analysis. Analysis of blended learning acceptance of animation students. Go to the next topic at last. In research summary, we can build a seamless learning environment. Learn-centered. Help students consolidate their knowledge. And finally, we can promote communication and interaction. In our research perspectives, we can tapping into new fronts on blended learning in animation education. Expand the scope of study by practicing blended learning in animation in other disciplines. Instructional design for blended learning will be targeted for improvement. Exploring effective ways to improve learning outcomes for animation students. This is my reference. That's all. Thank you for your listening.